trust in me, and you will find. And time goes by so naturally while you receive infinity.
Okay, Scorpio, this is going to be your spirituality reading for October and into November of 2024. Your first card from the Pulp Tarot, Knight of Swords. Yeah, he comes in swiftly. He comes in to create change. There's something he's after. He's going really quick, and he creates havoc. They're showing me like someone going through an office and papers are flying as this person's walking through there. It's like somebody's trying to get to the bottom of things. Yeah, usually that's what this card pulls for me in this particular deck. This is about defending against others, right? We're in battle here, and our sword is drawn, and we're past the point of taking names. It's the sense they're giving me. So as we move into, that's our past energy. As we move into the present here, you get the Seven of Swords. Yeah, and we're not above being devious to do it. We're going to attack those that have harmed us, is the sense. Now, yeah, there's secrecy here, is the sense that I get from this card. They're showing me that vault and the stuff that's in there. It's somewhat hidden. Though it is being unearthed at this time, the sense is we're going to... Yeah, one, we don't know what has been unearthed, okay? The sense they're giving me. And secondly, we're going to continue to hide until we can't hide no more. And that may be to our detriment. It is to our detriment at this point. Again, the energy does not support hidden agendas at this time. So that's our present. We're hiding something, is the sense in our present here. And not only that, because they're showing me that swords energy moving into the present and into the future. We're hell bound to keep care of everything that's hidden. We want to make sure it's not exposed. The one thing we don't understand is it's already coming out. Like, there's things here that have been exposed that we're still trying to hide, and we don't understand that. We're not quite sure what's being found out and what's not being. Because, you know, look at how she's kind of looking behind, like, did you see what I put in the vault already? And universe is going, yeah, we did. And that's our ace in the hole, so we think. But the thing is, the ace has been exposed, okay? I'm kidding. So as we move into the future... Ace of Wands, wow. Yeah, they're grabbing it with great force, aren't they? And I feel like that's a universal energy coming against you, Scorpio. What are you doing here? Yeah, that's the proverbial, because they're showing me like a stick where they used to, this is something you can't do anymore, but used to spank kids. That's what I'm getting, is we've been bad, and we need to be spanked, not in a good way. There is no good way. Ace of Wands is about punishment and action taken. And they're going, this is where it stops. It is stopping here. And the sense is that Seven of Swords, like, look at these two back to back. Seven of Swords looking like they're in fear of that wand. But they don't know, how much does that hand know about what I'm doing. Well, the hand knows everything. They got all the goods on you. In fact, they got copies of everything that's in your file folder there before you even put it there. They know what's in there. So that's the sense that I'm getting. They want me to look. I gotta take the card out here. At the bottom of the picture, what's going on there? That's a tank. Oh man. Is that a tank? Like, I don't see the best to begin with. It almost looks to me like a tank and a guy in a suit in that picture frame. I'm going to have to enlarge that on my screen, so I'll see it in editing. But it looks like a tank, and this guy's dressed up like he's getting ready to get in the tank. Yeah, I'm getting army here. Wow. So, Well, I may be picking up on some different energies. The sense that I'm getting, though, is that we are ill-prepared for the amount of adversity coming at us. There's a heavy artillery coming at us. We're just not prepared. We're in our dress and, all done up and everything. That's the sense, is we're going to get hit at a point here where we're not only unprepared, but we're not furnished with anything that we can do anything with. We can't do any. We have no ammunition, nothing. That we're caught. This is okay. Heavy energy. So, yeah, the Ace of Wands is really about the stoppage of the sneakiness. There's a force here that is to be reckoned with. Could be fire elements coming at you. Your water. Water can put out fire if they are equipped. They're going, this water is not equipped. Not only do they not have their emotional centers intact, but they cannot possibly explain what they've already been exposed for. So the sense here is gotcha kind of thing. Okay. Ooh, heavy energy. On the Knight of Swords, as we get into the second row of wisdom, what say he? Swords of Knight, we have letting go. 22. There's usually a great, wonderful energy that comes from this card, and I do get that. But I also get a sense of this energy against us, meaning we don't carry the energy of letting go gracefully, but others in regards to us are letting stuff go. They are transforming around us. But we ourselves are being sacrificed. Okay. Seven of Swords, as we move into the present again, the treachery and the hiding of things that are already revealed, but we don't know this yet, so we're still trying to keep it undercover. Seven of Swords on top of that, we have a reminder. Yeah, a reminder to remember. Don't forget the lessons that we've already learned. We have in our toolbox again, but we're not prepared. The sense they're giving me is we have the tools. We could be prepared if we choose to be prepared, but we choose illusion over fact. So somewhere here, we're kind of in denial of where we're at. We're in denial that, well, is it denial, or we just think we have an ace in the hole when the fact is there's no ace in the hole, because other people know what's going on and the jig is up kind of thing. Yeah. I feel like this person is playing stupid. They're playing dumb, but that can only go so far. Yeah, okay. Ace of Wands, where do we go in the future? Well, first of all, the universe is not in support of the treachery that the debauchery that you're going through there. They're not in support, and they will stop it at all costs. And the sense that I get from the Scorpio is I'm going to continue at all costs. So this is going to be a problem. As we move to the Wisdom card, we get movement. Yeah. And what's happening is I get a slow, steady energy coming toward the Scorpio, and I don't want to use vulgar words. Toning it out. Toning it down. We're just, all our moves, we got them in the vault. But again, the sense is we're exposed when we don't think we're exposed, is the sense. We're living in a dream world where we think we got all these things that we can try and do and we'll get away with it. But the sense in reality is the action is coming down upon you to stop things. This Scorpio wants to continue. They will not be allowed to continue in this energy. They're under the illusion that they got a few tricks up their sleeve. They don't. Because the thing is, the gig is up. So the movement coming towards them, they can't move anywhere in the future unless they give it up. They're not giving it up. So there will be movement against that on the opposition. It's very much a head-to-head collision here of energies. One that wants to stop you and you that want to go forward. So it's very much on the wrong side of the tracks, what I'm picking up. But there's a high denial from the Scorpio. It's just we're not in the wrong. Like, I don't know if it's an ego sense or just a complete disconnect from reality. Completely disconnected. Like, we have no idea what is supposed to be here. We have no grounding, nothing. That's what I'm getting. Wow. Now, as we go back to the past here, bring in the last set of cards, the Shaman Oracle, letting go. I feel like people around us, I feel like these people, okay, there's people that we've been in debauchery with and in and amongst, okay? There's a lot of shady stuff going on. There's certain people on lower levels beneath us, they're letting us go. The people that we would consider beneath us, they're letting go of any of the idea that we can look up to this person. That's no longer. So those people that were at our feet begging for mercy, no longer there. No longer. Now, there's a second level about those people that are coming in for justice here against the Scorpio. Now, the letting go is from the lower levels. The higher ups, they're grabbing on heavy like the Ace of Wands. They're there to make sure justice comes through and you will not cross. It's almost like the Queen of Swords is what I feel here as well. Queen of Swords with a wand in her hand, that's what they said. It's like you will not pass here unless you do as you should in the proper manner. And there's a sense here that the Scorpio will not do this. So as we go into our past here, we're fighting quite heavily against people not on the right side of things, completely disconnected from reality. People are seeing this for what it is. There's a sense of a need to let go. I don't know that we accept this, but there are other people around us that are accepting this. So the Shaman card on top of that is the Horseman, the Herald of Change, yeah. And those people below us that are starting to wake up to the fact that I need to let go of having this person above me, because not only are they not deserving, but they're not above me. And I did this wrongfully, like I was tricked into this. I didn't understand, da-da-da. So the change, the Herald of Change, and I feel good, the sunlight, right? The 3 is the spiritual energy that will revive people and bring them to their truth. So let's go into the 7 of Swords, the treachery. We are trying to hide things that are unhideable, is what they said. And then there's a reminder. Don't forget the lessons you've learned in the past. We may have been through a cycle of this already, once, twice, maybe even more times. But there's a sense of denial of this. Okay? So the reminder, again, there's lessons here that we know, but we're playing dumb. Okay? On top of that reminder, the Shaman card that we get is the Dream Thief. Wow. Refusal of a call. Yeah, there may be a call here. This is interesting. Maybe a call here to come forward in the right way. And again, I get a very stubborn energy of not conforming to the right side of things. I'm going to keep my debauchery. I'm going to keep my secrets. I'm going to keep everything. And I'm going forward in deceptive energies, whether you want me to deceive or not. And the Ace of Wands is there to say there's going to be action taken against those, every single one of those swords that you yield forward. There's going to be action taken upon that which we continue to do. And again, until there's nothing left of our character anymore. But the way it sounds here, someone's just very empty of character. They don't have character. They're just out for, they're kind of a dog-eat-dog person. So Ace of Wands, the movement, I feel like the Ace of Wands is like authority figures stopping, could be the law itself, stopping you and not creating, not letting you pass. The movement is, even if we think we've got moves to make, the sense is that once we start making those moves, we're going to realize that we're very limited in our access to what we can and can't get away with. In fact, we just can't get away with any of the deceptive energy. So on top of that movement card, the shame, overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. Yeah, this is going to be to the degree. See, this Scorpio needs to go through a change of fate. They've been going down the wrong road. There was indicators in our past of changes that need to happen, universally come down, instinctively come upon you. They were all rejected. I feel like, no. And again, this keeps getting louder and louder until, right? We have no choice but to listen. And this person is just not at that point. I don't know that they've ever been at a point where anybody could tell them what to do, is the sense I'm getting. Now, as we move into the present here, and we have the dream thief, I get a sense that we're being overwhelmed in our dream time with the answers. Overwhelmed with scenarios in our head and our dream time of how to get out of this in the right way. But these are all things that we see as disempowering, so we will not. And again, they're going not so much disempowering as humbling, but we refuse to accept being humble, then we will refuse our life going forward in the way that we want it. So dream thief is really about the universal energies trying to connect you, to flip you, past your deceit and get into the truth telling. Tell the truth and you can come upon this. We've learned, we've had to pay the price in the past for not telling the truth. But we're acting now as if that didn't matter. Like we didn't learn that lesson. We're just repeating cycles here of telling untruths like it's no big deal. I can shoot off untruths. So, is there anything that I say that is valid? That's what they're giving me, question mark. So there's definitely a Scorpio that's not on the right side of the track. So again, not all Scorpios for sure. In fact, there's a lot here. But there's dreams coming in to show you the way. We're in refusal of this. In fact, quite violent refusal of this. So again, very negative trail. Ace of Wands, there is a stoppage here. We cannot allow, the universe won't allow, authorities won't allow, whatever it is we're doing, we have been caught and it's exposed. There's movement no less. Because the sense they're giving me is like there's a guy in the woods and he's like wondering which way to go. And it's like he is completely surrounded by soldiers. And they're all slowly marching in till they face him all, face him with guns. Like, there's nothing you can do. There's no move you can make that's not going to be seen. And in fact, if you shoot me, 15 other guys are going to shoot you. Like, this is kind of like but we don't want to see that we're cornered. We don't want to see that. And that's the overwhelming plenty that's going to happen. It's on the negative end if we don't turn. And I don't feel the Scorpio energy I'm picking up. Again, it's not everyone. They're not going to turn. They're just going to go down swinging. And that's what's going to happen. So that's all. I can't go no further with that energy because they're being highlighted in every way. There's a herald of change in our past that come forward. It's here again, and it will be here in our future, but there's no call to this. The animal card, we get the divine animal card. The peregrine falcon observation. Peregrine falcons can be trained to send messages and come back. They're like homing pigeons. Yeah, this is the sense they're giving me. There's messages that may be coming in to you from above while they have. But again, disregarded, invalid, or disempowered is what they said. We've been disempowered. So that usually happens when we follow the devil's path. And we get some kind of weird false energy there. It's like we have no character to come from. Character means nothing to us. Things mean something to us. Control means something to us. Power means something to us. But unfortunately, that power is gone. But we have not translated that yet. But we will be, again, we'll go down swinging. So the peregrine falcon talks about observation. Not only are we being observed at times when we don't realize it, but we're being seen into our plans more than we think we possibly could be. Because the sense that I get here from this Knight of Swords is I'm smarter than everybody else and I'm dealing with a bunch of idiots. And that's their downfall. Because not only are these people not idiots, but they got more on you than you think they have. And this guy's getting strung up. I'm getting a guy up. He's strung up and he's being observed. And unfortunately, the overwhelming plenty is overwhelming emotion. I see someone going crazy. Like literally crazy. Mental, mindscape, messy. Scrambled eggs. That's what I'm getting upstairs. So there's somebody that had no basis. Yeah, well, I did say disconnected from reality. Ungrounded. And there is no more grounded. Like, you cannot ground. And this person may have been on substances, actually, to a degree that it kind of made a mess of our mind, and we have no access to anything that can balance that back out, is the sense. And that's kind of like the guys moving in on him. He's in the forest trying to hide, but he's got nowhere to run because he's completely encircled by men who just slowly walking in with their confidence, and he's just freaking out until he goes crazy. I hate to say that, but that's what I'm getting. This is a very, just, it's an out there energy. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to get out of that. 25, 5 and 2 is 7. If we take instinct, this lifetime is not going to be, it's not going to be in this lifetime. This person is going to drive themselves crazy because they are so disconnected from reality. They want to make things happen that cannot happen in this universal world. So therefore, they can't live in reality. They won't. Man, Scorpio, that's heavy. Take care and be kind.